What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy J-Narc, and today we have one of our last two rebuilds that we've done, or that we're going to do on the channel. And we have the Minnesota Vikings, and after this we'll have the Arizona Cardinals, and we have done every single team. Before we continue on with the fantasy drafts, if you guys haven't, make sure you check out the last video. I think it was pretty interesting how that panned out. But without further ado, let me show you guys what we're working with the Vikings. So boom, this is what the team is looking like. We have good receivers. Our running backs are actually really good as well, and quarterback situation is not the greatest. We have Kirk Cousins, who's only an 81, and offensive line, you have a kid named Wyatt Davis here who should be high overall. I mean, he's from Ohio State. He wasn't too bad. I don't know why they have him ranked as a 63, but I feel like that's a wrong overall, but I'm not going to change anything with that. Offensive line isn't too bad, though. They have a really solid offensive line, and defense definitely could use some work. Definitely. But the D-line is like actually really nice. But we have a lot of positions here that definitely need some work. Like, cause the secondary, the defense is actually like really old. So, and we also have Kirk Cousins, who's Kirk Cousins, who has a fully guaranteed contract. So we literally cannot do anything about that except keep him until he retires, or keep him until we could get rid of him. But other than that, though, like, offense is actually not too bad. The only position, Danielle Hunter's injured. I didn't even realize that, and he's only 26, which is crazy. He's really young. So he's injured. We have Everson Griffin, who's out too. He has prayers up to him, and D-line is not bad at all. We just have a lot of guys here who we can't move on from. Like Eric Kendricks is only. Oh, I thought that shit's at 24. I was about to say. We have corners who are really old, safeties. So basically, we don't really have that much cap room to make any moves, really. So it's like, because everyone is kind of like re-signed, so we kind of have to like deal with this. But we do have 48 million in cap room, and I feel like one of our top needs should definitely be corner. I'd say definitely corner, or right outside linebacker. Maybe going for Logan Wilson wouldn't be too bad. A third rounder. I feel like Logan Wilson would fit our scheme really well. So third and a sixth for Logan Wilson. I wonder if that would go through. Third this year and a fourth next year. That could be a thing. They say they want a bit more value. Maybe throwing a sixth this year too. Alright, cool. So we just picked up Logan Wilson, which is a pretty nice addition to the team. And I want to see if we could use maybe like a second round pick for a corner. Maybe we could stick with our corners, but I don't know. I feel like, all right, you know what? Why don't we just stick with the corners for now, just for this season, and see if they'll do okay. So we're going to leave the offense how it is. Offense, I feel like, though, could have a better scheme fit because they're going to be tailored to Dalvin Cook, but I want our quarterback to at least be a little bit somewhat, like, in the game, So if we change to, like, a vertical zone run, that would help us out a lot. We run a quarters 4-3. If we just run a regular 4-3, we come at 96%. So we just changed up the offense. Maybe that helps them out. Who knows? But defense, Logan Wilson, it fits his scheme. It fits Eric Kendricks, and it fits Anthony Barr and Troy Dye backing them up. So these guys should perform really well. So I have high hopes for them. So let's see if Kirk Cousins could lead them to. So we actually ended up going 8-9, not making the playoffs either. So that's very surprising. We finished third in the division. So we're gonna import a local file of this upcoming draft class. We haven't updated it since November, but I still feel like this is gonna be really relative to how the draft is gonna go. Maybe it'll change here and there, but we didn't make the playoffs with this pretty good looking team. So that's obviously going to be an issue, but let's see how we did statistically. So none of our guys were up there when it came to stats. So our offense finished 14th, not too bad. Kirk Cousins had mediocre yards or mediocre stats, and our defense finished 20th, so nothing too crazy. 22 touchdowns, 6 picks, 90 passer rating with a 58 completion percentage. Pretty Kirk Cousins-like. Running backs did really well, though. Justin Jefferson did well, of course. Our receivers actually did pretty nice, too. Our tight end did really nothing, so we couldn't get him involved, which sucks. But our defense had a good amount of interceptions. Michael Pierce had 11.5 sacks, which is the highlight, and he's a nose tackle. We have good amount of interceptions, but not enough. We didn't have a lot of pass rushing, so we have a lot to work on there. But let me show you guys the roster, what it's looking like. And so offense, guys, upgraded really well, I'd say. Kirk Cousins went up to an 82. Running backs stayed pretty consistent. Justin Jefferson became a 92. Adam Thielen became an 89. Tyler Conklin is like really good, but he needs to like develop or something. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with him. But corners, we gotta definitely change our corners heavily. But you know, the team is looking really good, and I feel like we have a chance to, you know, do something with this. Like, granted, I don't want to keep Kirk Cousins. So Super Bowl is Chiefs Cowboys, which I doubt would happen this year, but who knows? But Super Bowl is Chiefs Cowboys. Chiefs ended up winning it, and Patrick Mahomes won every award basically. And Cowboys, Mike McCarthy won Coach of the Year. Interesting. So we're gonna re-sign players. Period. So hopefully we don't have to re-sign Kirk, because I want to move on from him and see if we can get a QB. I feel like a QB could change it up. So let's look at the roster really quick. See if we could get rid of him. So we'd save $25 million by getting rid of Kirk Cousins. By letting him play out the season, not too bad. He wasn't bad either. So we're gonna definitely move on from him. Sheldon Richardson had a good year. Same to Everson Griffin. Anthony Barr let go. A lot of these older guys we're gonna have to just let go. Xavier Woods though, I'll definitely keep. Definitely keep him around. He'll be paired up with Harrison Smith. We got a tight end, Tyler Conklin. He didn't do too much in his first year as starter, but we're going to keep him around too. D.D. Westbrook, we're good. We already have our top 3 corner receivers. Christopher Herndon, Mason Cole. Mason Cole is our backup center. Then we'll have Chris Herndon as our backup tight end. He's young too, so I feel like he'll work really well. A lot of these guys are we're going to let them go. And we're going to have to make a lot of changes. And the Vikings going to make a blockbuster move and move on from QB. And get rid of Kirk Cousins. We're releasing Kirk Cousins. We're releasing him into the fray. See how well he does there. Eric Kendricks, I'm keeping him around. He's actually really good. So, rest of these players here. Logan Wilson will be a force for us. Our D tackles are really good, so I'm not worried about that. We have Irv Smith Jr. also, who's going to be coming back from injury. He's going to be really well. So we're going to have a great tight end crew. So we move on from those guys. We're not going to re-sign any of our vets. So now our top need will be a QB. We went 8 and 9, so it's going to be interesting if we decide to like draft a QB or sign someone. But these are the available players right now. And I think, so we only have Cameron Dantzler. So I think I'm going to work with Cameron Dantzler. I like him. We're just going to give Dante Action Jackson probably a very solid deal. I think he'll come to this team and do really well. So we give him a solid deal, make him cornerback number 1. Free safety, Xavier Woods still there. We got Harrison Smith still. Kicker, we don't have anyone. We could sign Tyler Bass, whatever. Get a solid kicker. We need a punter as well. We'll sign AJ Cole. I don't know why he's not getting signed. If our special teams is good, I'm pretty sure we'll be good. We didn't re-sign Anthony Barr, but we have Logan Wilson leading the crew. Middle linebacker, I like Kenny Young. I want to get someone that's really young though. So Chris Barnes, even though we're on a 4-3, wouldn't be too bad. But I think I'm gonna just sign Alex Anzalone to be our backup middle linebacker. I think that's really good for us. And then left us linebacker, we need a run stopper. Right now we have Ryan Connolly. So we're gonna leave it at that for now. And at right end's gonna be a position of need as well. So we gotta keep that in mind. And Vikings are normally known for having like a solid D line. So if we try signing a Jerry Hughes to a deal, maybe he'll provide some veteran leadership and have Wandham backing him up, which wouldn't be too bad actually. I think that will work pretty well. Offensive line, We just probably need like a backup tackle, like James Hurst. And then the QB position. So this is going to be the tough one here. We have just Kellen Mond on the roster. So we're probably going to end up drafting someone. So that's going to be a very, very interesting one. And also, as I'm recording this video, today's the day when Big Ben told sources that he is planning on retiring after this season. So after making all the adjustments, we did end up signing all the players we went after. So we're going to have all of our backups necessary, which is really good. And then now we're going to head into the draft. So we have the 14th pick in the draft. Eagles have some top picks here, so that's interesting. Patriots drafted a safety in Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame. That's a very interesting pickup. So now we're here at our pick. We're looking for a QB. I like a lot of these guys, actually. Mackenzie Milton, Matt Corral, Sam Howell, Kenny Pickett, Peyton Thorne, and Anthony Brown. So we got Anthony Brown here. His physicals are great. His skills, C break, sack, A juke move. He has all the stuff needed for like a running QB. But I don't think that fits our scheme here. We got Peyton Thorne from Michigan State. He has A throw accuracy mid, B trucking, B throw accuracy short. So he's going to be a B play action. So he could be pretty good too. We also have Kenny Pickett, who I really like from Pittsburgh. From Pitt. He has A awareness, which is really good for QB. B throw accuracy short. It might be one of those steals. We got Sam Howell as well and Matt Corral, who I'm very interested. So I like Sam Howell from UNC. B throw under pressure, B throw accuracy mid, B throw short. Not too bad. And then we also have Matt Corral from Ole Miss. He has B throw accuracy deep, C break sack, A trucking, B juke move. So out of all the QBs here I'm looking at, I think it's either going to be between Kenny Pickett, a good solid quarterback who can definitely scramble if need be, and he has A awareness, so that's who we're going with. He has normal dev, 83 speed as a QB. Not too bad. It's going to bring a new dynamic to our team, but picked up Kenny Pickett, quarterback from Pittsburgh. Very interesting stuff, right? Now we go to our next pick here. Now with this next pick, we're probably going to go for like a left outside linebacker. We got a kid named Nolan Smith from Georgia. He has C block shedding. He's very good statistically. C block shedding, D finesse move, C impact block, C power move. We're going to pick him up because we're going to need him for just fill up that role that Anthony Barr had. And with the rest of that, we're going to go to the end of the draft. So we went with Kenny Pickett, QB. He's a 72 overall, so not too bad. And the kid Smith will be a 79. And then we got Khalil Shakir. And we also have Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati. So we have some new guys onto the team. Not too bad. And we got Kenny Pickett, QB1. It should be very interesting how we pan out with this new roster or new QB. But I feel like he's going to have a little bit of some errors, coming into the league. But I think he'll perform really well. He'll fit in perfectly. And we're going to see how we could change the scheme to fit. So Kenny Pickett actually fits in our scheme in this offense as a vertical zone run. So that's a plus. And we drafted a receiver to back him up. We have a good running back crew. We have a good offensive line. So we're going to be really good when it comes to protecting Kenny Pickett. So we also have Conklin and Irv Smith Jr., a duo tight end crew. And then linebackers are really good. We have Ryan Connolly here. He's going to be a little bit of our weak point, but we'll be all right. And then D-line, we're going to be pretty good. We got Jerry Hughes, the veteran. Always got a veteran on the D-line helping out. We also signed Dante Action Jackson. And we have Cameron Dancer in his second year at corner, so that should be really good. So let's see how this team performs with this rookie QB. Let's see if we could lead these guys onto the way to the play. So we ended up going 8-9 again. So not too bad for his first year as a starter, I'd say. I'm not too upset about that. I mean, he's showing promise. 84 offense, 82 defense. JT Daniels actually went off. Okay. Defense, none of our guys ranked anywhere, but that's okay. Our offense finished 27th, actually. And then our defense finished about 11th. So our defense did way better. So Kenny Pickett in his first year, 23 touchdowns, 10 picks, 90 pass rating, 60 completion percentage. Not too bad. Dalvin Cook, 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns. He went off with Alexander Madison backing him up. Justin Jefferson over 1,000 yards, of course. And our defense was what really stood up. So Logan Wilson did his thing. Jerry Hughes at 12 sacks. Daniil Hunter at 10.5. Dalvin Thompson at 7. Michael Pierce at 4.5. So our defense definitely came to play, getting a lot of interceptions and sacks. But our offense is what's going to have to really step it up. So Kenny Pickett didn't do too bad in his first season as starter. He's now at 75. Not too bad. I feel like I would want to change. I'd like to change his possibility of being like, you know, a star there, because him being at normal dev is kind of annoying. But we'll leave it at that for right now, to be fair, so we don't like change up anyone's progressions. But let's into the Super Bowl. Cowboys again in the Super Bowl. Not surprised, because that's just how they do things. And winner of that is the Cowboys this time. If we look at the season recap, Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Saints. They got Peyton Thorne, and then Big Cat Bryant to the Defensive Rookie of the Year to the Colts. Very interesting. Derrick Henry won NFL MVP as well, so he must have went off for like 3,000 yards. And now we got to re-sign some players, so not too bad. I mean, Peyton Thorne won Offensive Rookie of the Year, but, you know, I have a lot of faith in Kenny Pickett. So let's re-sign some guys to make sure that we fill up this team nicely. So Dalvin Tomlinson wants a 2-year deal worth $8 million. Would that be worth it? Alexander Madison, I want him as a backup to Dalvin Cook. I think he fits really well. We got Garrett Bradbury, our starting center. Got to definitely re-sign him. We get him back. We have Jerry Hughes we're going to let walk. Thank you for coming back to the team. Irv Smith Jr., he takes a deal to come back to the team. Olabisi Johnson, we're going to let go. Drew Samia as a backup guard. He takes that. Osalamake Udo. I don't know. I mean, he's not bad. He helps out really well. Ryan Connolly, give him a 2-year deal. Mason Cole as a backup. Oh, he's a 69 now, so he's actually progressing really nicely. Chris Boyd, Josh Metellus as a backup strong safety. Backing up Harrison Smith. He isn't too bad at what he's doing. And then I feel like we'll probably need another corner. And James Hurst as just the backup tackle, I think that's just fine. He wants to test free agency. Be my guest. And then Dalvin Tomlinson. Who's the other D tackle we got? Michael Pierce. So if we keep these big boys here, we could just move on from them and see if there's any other pieces we could like try to sign. So we'll just move on from that. And now let's take a look at our roster, see what we're working with here. So at QB is just going to be our boy, Kenny Pickett. And backing him up will be Kellen Mond. Running backs are good nonetheless. Receivers are good. Tight ends are good. Offensive line, we're just going to have to get a backup tackle. Right end, we're going to need a right end and a D tackle. Yeah, we're going to need a right end and a D tackle. Middle linebacker is good. Corners aren't too bad. They're going up and overall nicely. And then yeah, so our guys are doing pretty much fine. So we're just gonna have to really work on that D line, make sure we get those positions settled. So let's see who are available at free agent. Tyreek Hill. Ooh, that would be some blazing speed to get onto the team. That'd be amazing. But we need a right end. Montez Sweat would be perfect for our team. So we're gonna see if we could give him a lot of money. He's only 26 too. Give him a $48 million deal. Makes us number 1 for him. And D tackle, we do need that position solidified. Greg Gaines, I feel like would be really nice to pair up on the team. And then left outside linebacker, we could maybe try to take Cole Holcomb. See if he could join our team, be part of our crew, and help us out when it comes to run stopping. Middle linebacker. You got some young guys here who are still available. Logan Wilson has superstar depth, so that's actually really nice to see. And at corner, we could actually pick up either Trayvon Mullen Jr. or Sean Murphy Bunting. And it never hurts to have a lot of corners. So I'm going to go with Trayvon Mullen. Draft anything. I mean, we could draft. I have a couple ideas of players we could draft. We could draft a receiver, honestly. So let's actually sim pass this week. See if we get these guys. So Montez Sweat rejected us. Wow, but we got Cole Holcomb though, so that's a plus. But Montez Sweat rejected us. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Kingsley Keek is going back to the Packers most likely, so we're gonna have to go to right end in the draft. Okay, understood. Oh my God, they're giving Greg Gaines a lot when it comes to joining the team. So we have to fix up our offer. We got Cole Holcomb now, so our middle linebacker situation will be okay because we got Eric Kendricks for another season. Wow, that's a bit weird. Montez Sweat rejected us. He could have joined a stellar defense. That's like one move away, you know. But right end is gonna still be our big position of need. Greg Gaines rejected us too. Okay, so I guess people hate us. I guess they hate us, but. All right, so I guess we're going to go for a D tackle and a right end in the draft. We could always trade for a right end too, so I'm not worried about that. We could trade for both those positions, obviously, but I want to see what we could get in the draft. Hopefully that can help us out. So let's start drafting. So we have the 17th pick in the draft, and let's see what is available. Hopefully a right end or a D tackle. So a lot of offensive linemen. Not good. Oh my gosh, right ends are trash. D tackles, we have Randy Mitchell, Eric Burnett, and Devontae Bradfield. So we got Randy Mitchell. He has A power move. He has great ratings, B awareness, B play rec, A power move, C and flag block. All right, we're getting him, Randy Mitchell. But that's just a perfect player to pick up. Randy Mitchell from Arizona State. And then we could probably go with a middle linebacker because I'm not liking the DNs they're showing us, or a safety. Yeah, middle linebacker or safety wouldn't be too bad. And we could also go receiver. Receiver wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, maybe we could go receiver, make a crazy move, get rid of Oh, he has D catching. How can you not catch in your receiver? How can you not catch in your receiver? That doesn't make sense. B release. He has A carrying, B injury, C awareness, B release. Josh Durant, 93 speed. Okay, he might be an interesting pickup. Now we're gonna sim to the end of the draft. So draft recap. So Mitchell was a 74, so not too bad. We got a right end in Billy Falk. We also got Marco Jarrett, Colton Cantrell, Deontay Mann. The receiver, Josh Durant, was a 71, so not too bad. So we're going to make a crazy power move. So I want to maximize Adam Thielen's chances of going to a Super Bowl, or at least playing for one. So we're gonna trade him away. We're going to trade him away to a team that could probably like use him, that would love to have him. And then we're going to keep Harrison Smith, even though he would probably like to maximize his window as well. But, you know, I just think Harrison Smith is kind of like the heart of this team. I've always seen him, and they're both 30 in their 30s, so they'll be all right. But Adam Thielen, and it's Justin Jefferson's team, so it doesn't really matter now. But we're gonna see what we can get for trading Adam Thielen away. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't tell me Adam Thielen has no value anywhere. That doesn't make sense. Okay, Adam Thielen does not have value anywhere. Because he's old? I guess so. We could always try Trey Hendrickson. He's 28. Just straight up cap for cap. Excuse me. They feel like he doesn't bring enough value. Well, I don't think you're right. Any other teams with a right end? I don't want dudes who are already like in their 30s. They got Josh Sweat, Montez Sweat. So the Sweat Bros really joined up with each other. Nice. Honestly, we could just give them a third for Josh Sweat. Significantly more value. A second for Josh Sweat. Cool. So he's got our right end situated. Then what? Harrison Smith is staying. I guess all of our guys are staying for another season. I mean, we could trade a. Nah, I want to develop our D tackles, our offense. I think this is the best part of the rebuild, not just getting the best players off rip. So we traded for Joshua. We gave up a second for him. So this is what the team is looking like. Receivers are looking really good. Kenny Pickett will be in his second year. Offensive line is really good. Defense, linebackers are really, really good. D-line, we picked up Josh Sweat, so he'll be holding down that right side. Then we have Daniil Hunter, a beast. We have Michael Pierce and the rookie Mitchell. Corners, gonna do a little bit better, hopefully. Cameron Dantzler is progressing, but that's what the team looks like. So we're gonna send to the playoffs and see if our luck can change. Ooh, so we actually ended up winning the division, going 10-7. So Kenny Pickett gets his first win as or first division crown. Aaron Rodgers is probably out of the division. So that's something to keep in mind. And playoffs, one last raw. Yeah, this is for Harrison Smith for sure, for sure. Tua actually took off. Taylor Heinicke and Patrick Mahomes. Justin Jefferson was our number one receiver in the league with his yards. Amazing. Dante Action Jackson had 6 picks. So, okay. Offense was 22nd. Not too bad. Defense was 16th, so basically middle of the pack, really. 4,000 yards for Kenny Pickett, 30 touchdowns, 9 picks, 61 completion percentage, 99 passer rating. Dalvin Cook got injured, so it was Alexander Madison. That's why we picked him up. And Justin Jefferson, 1,500 yards, 7 TDs, while Adam Thielen had 1,100 yards backing him up with 7 TDs. Not too bad. Eric Kendricks and Logan Wilson both did their thing. Both had 7 picks total for linebackers. Dante Action Jackson had 6. Cameron Dantzler had 4. Daniil Hunter had 10.5 sacks. He led the team, but that was just about it when it came to sack and QB. So that's a little bit of an issue. But we did get a lot of picks, though. So our first time in the playoffs. I want to see everyone's overall before we go into war. And Kenny Pickett is now 77. Dalvin Cook is probably done for the season, and this kid Colton Cantrell has a hip pointer, so he'll be back after a week. Justin Jefferson's a 98 now. That's crazy. That is actually insane. We're missing our left guard, Ezra Cleveland. He has an abdominal tear, so we're missing him. We're gonna have Drew Samia starting. So we got some injuries on the team for sure. Oh, Eric Kendricks is injured too. Damn. Back strain. He's out for a week, so we're just gonna have Troy Dye here. Then we have Cole Holcomb and Logan Wilson holding it down. Corners are good. D-line is healthy. They're good. Safeties are good too. So this is gonna be a tough game going up against the Washington football team. They definitely have a crazy defense, but let's see if our boy Kenny Pickett can pull us out and get us a W. So we actually ended up losing 31-13 in our first playoff game. So it's a little bit of a tough one because we were home, but we can only get better from here. And let's take a look at how we did statistically, or what happened in that game rather. So we only put up 13 points. Ben Palmer threw 3 touchdowns and got sacked once, while Kenny Pickett got sacked 4 times. Okay, rushing attack wasn't really there, but damn. Diami Brown killed us. Justin Jefferson did pretty well too, though. But Kayvon Thibodeau, they drafted Kayvon Thibodeau too? They have all these guys. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Their D-line is crazy. We had to cover Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Ja'Kai Polite, Chris Rumpf II. They had Kayvon Thibodeau. They had Deron Payne. Oh man, that's crazy. That is actually insane. I was not expecting that. All right. I'm not mad. The thing is, I'm not mad. It's just unfortunate. That's really what it comes down to, us being unfortunate. And let's see the Pro Bowl roster. We got Super Bowls, Niners, Chiefs, another Super Bowl for them. Payne Thorne. Wow. NFC, Justin Jefferson made it. Tight ends, none of our guys. Christian Darrisaw made it. That's really good. One of our guys made it from the offensive line. D-line, no one. Linebackers. Dante Jackson made it as one of our corners. And Justin Durant, our returner, made it as well. So that's actually really nice to see. But we have lots of work to be done still. And we got Super Bowl 58. We got Niners Chiefs. Winner of that is the Chiefs. They ended up taking the W. Patrick Mahomes. Trey Lance won NFL MVP for the Niners, and he brought them to the Super Bowl. So that's really interesting. That's very interesting. And we got to re-sign some players. Some tough decisions to make. With definitely Adam Thielen, Eric Kendricks, some older guys for sure. It's gonna be a tough one, tough talks. Justin Jefferson's definitely getting locked down. He balled out. He's in 98 now. No one's gonna be able to stop him. They're not stopping this kid. We get him back long term. Danielle Hunter's definitely got to get locked up too. That's without a doubt. The anchor of the defense. Oh my God. Eric Kendricks will let him go. Logan Wilson, definitely going to have to re-sign you. And he's only 28. Let me get him back. Tyler Bass. Kicker. Get him back. We got Ezra Cleveland, our left guard. We got Cameron Danster, who's like okay. He's nothing too crazy, but Ezra Cleveland. He's only 26. So I feel like he's been on the team for a while too. CJ Ham, our fullback. Okay, so James Lynch is a backup D tackle. He's asking for $4 million. A lot of these guys are backups. Troy Dye, though, I want to keep you as a backup. Oh man, he wants to test free agency as well. A lot of these guys want to test free agency. So we might just let them. We're just going to have to use the franchise tag on someone very important. And that will be Danielle Hunter. So we use the franchise tag on Danielle Hunter. It's going to put us at below cap. But I think we'll be able to make some moves. I'd hope. See if there's maybe someone we could release like Adam Thielen. Move on from him. As much as I like him. And he had a really good season. We're going to have to move on from him. We only have 2 tight ends, but that's fine. Offensive line will definitely need to pick some dudes up. D tackle, Randy Mitchell is really good, so. We got Ryan Connolly, who we can honestly trade away. I think we'll try to trade away Ryan Connolly for like a middle linebacker probably. So let's see what we can do there. We have about $15 million available in cap, so that's not too bad. But let's see if we could trade him for a guard. We're gonna need a right guard for sure. Ryan Connolly. Let's see if he gets any interest from any team. So I see the Cardinals are interested. We're looking for a guard. What do you guys have? They don't have jack. How about a D tackle? Perion Winfrey. All right, cool. So he's got a new D tackle. Perfect. And, okay, that worked out. Worked out better than I thought it would. And now let's see what we can work for here. So D tackle is all set. Left end is all set. Right end is all set. Linebackers are kind of set in a way. I'm going to sign like someone just so we're safe. Maybe someone like Malik. Malik Harrison wouldn't work for our defense. Corners are good. Safeties, these guys are kind of like regressing, but we're going to keep them around. Same thing with Harrison Smith. We're going to keep him around one more try. He doesn't want to retire, so we're not going to let go of him. Fullback, Patrick Ricard to a 1-year deal. I feel like he would help our offense a lot. Definitely just cracking dudes. Chase Claypool would be a great number 2. That puts us at number 2 on the list for his options. And then we could just pick up Jay Sternberger to be a backup. And then the right guard position, we didn't really try for anyone, did we? We didn't. We could go with go top 100. If we remove that and then go with available, go to right guard, get Cesar Ruiz, give him a solid deal. He's only 25 as well. Maybe this could work. So that should work. We should be able to shore that up. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully we can get the right guard. Damn, Cesar Ruiz rejected us. Why do people reject us? Like, what's wrong? Do we not have a good incentive? I mean, we just made the playoffs. Like, unless we're trash. Unless it's something I just missed out on, that we're trash or something. But we could just pick up Gabe Jackson for veteran purposes. He'll hold it down with Wyatt Davis backing him up. And D-line is good. I'm not worried about D-line. Middle linebacker is the only real issue here. TJ Edwards has some suitors now. Joe Schobert. I think I'm going to just sign him just to be safe. Just to be safe, we'll sign Joe Schobert if he wants to sign with us. Because then after, we're going to try for... We're going to try for the... Let's see. Gabe Jackson signed with us. Cool. So we picked up that position. So in the draft, we're going to focus on getting a middle linebacker. Because Kenny Pickett is our guy. I think he's going to do better than Kirk Cousins. Because Kenny Pickett has a strong arm. So... And Kirk Cousins didn't. Not that I don't think so. I don't think he did. And Joe Schobert rejected us too. Nice. So it looks like people do not want to join our team. So now we're going to start drafting. We have the 21st pick in the draft. And we need a middle linebacker. So we need a middle linebacker or a right guard. Preferably a middle linebacker. We got a kid named Tevin Webster. His physicals are pretty solid. His skills, A, awareness, D, power move, B, hit power, C, finesse. Perfect. Perfect. 91 speed. Perfect. 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 From Notre Dame. Oh, that's... Come on. That's fire. That is fire. Maybe we can get a guard that's like hidden dev. That'd be fire. That'd be fire. What dudes are sitting here? Round 1s through 2s. We got receivers. That kind of stuff. How about a right guard? Nope. A safety. We got Alex McQueen and that other kid. D, man coverage for free safety. His speed isn't even that crazy. B, play rec though. That's not too bad. That B play rec's really nice. We also have Andrew Perkins. Vikings. Oh, he's the fastest strong safety. C awareness. He has F play rec. Why would he have F play rec? All right, I'm gonna draft him though. That's very interesting. F play rec for a strong safety. We're gonna have to fix that up. But let's go to the end of the draft. All right, looking at the recap. So Tevin Webster actually was a 77 overall. That kid Perkins was a 67. Luke Heath was a 70. Very interesting stuff. So we have some positions. We're looking really good. We got our new middle linebacker. Tevin Webster was a 77, so that's kind of a steal if you ask me. Going from like having a veteran who knows everything to Eric Kendricks, and then we're getting Tevin Webster who's a 77. I think he was a steal of the draft, and he's from Notre Dame too. So hopefully he has that gene of just being like nice. But I feel like we'll make the playoffs. This is my proposition. My guess is we're gonna make the playoffs. So like I was saying, we're gonna make the playoffs and go probably like a little bit better than last year. That is my guess. So this is the lineup. Kenny Pickett, third year, 77 overall. Receivers, not too bad. Offensive line, not too bad. We have the veteran Gabe Jackson, hopefully holding it down. And Irv Smith is now tight end 1. And Shakir's going to be receiver 2. We got Tevin Webster, middle linebacker, number 1. So that'll be very interesting how he performs. But we're going to see how that goes. So let's into the playoffs and hope for the best. All right, so we ended up going 8-9, so we went down this year. So 4 years, made the playoffs, didn't win a game. I mean, like, I wouldn't say they're back to their old ways. We have an 87 offense, 85 defense. Sam Howell actually went off. Very interesting. Let's see how we did statistically, because Logan Wilson was top 3. Our offense was 31st, so Kenny Pickett might not be the guy. And our defense was 15th. So Kenny Pickett, 27 touchdowns, 18 picks, 81 passer rating, 57 completion percentage, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns for Dalvin Cook, 1,000 yards for Justin Jefferson. Defense, though, was way better than our offense. Daniil Hunter, 16.5 sacks, but Josh Sweat did nothing. We had a good amount of interceptions, but damn, I guess we couldn't make the playoffs. So Kenny Pickett wasn't a move, but this team has the pieces to do better. So I guess we'll leave it off at that. And Kenny Pickett is now 79. Cantrell is a 71. He's a superstar. I don't know who this kid is, so we're going to have to figure that out. Dalvin Cook got injured again. Offensive line is really good. Justin Jefferson's a beast, of course. Defense, linebackers are really good. D-line, Daniil Hunter's amazing. Josh Sweat was not a good pickup. Dante Jackson's really good. But our corner number 2s, that kind of stuff needed work. But this team overall is definitely up there. And I know Kenny Pickett didn't do his thing, but I mean, if we look at his numbers, I think he did better than Kirk. If Kirk is even in the league. Yeah, Kirk is not in the league. I'm pretty sure he's not in the league. Yeah, where's Kirk Cousins? Jordan Love is a giant, by the way. Where is Kirk Cousins? There's no way Kirk Cousins is not in the league. Wow, Kirk Cousins is literally not in the league. Okay, so we literally put Kirk Cousins into retirement by getting Kenny Pickett. But that's insane. But, like, he's not bad, though. 93 throw power, 79 awareness. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. He's pretty fast. He can definitely move. He has good toughness. Progression history, next-gen stats. He's not bad. That's what I'll say. He's not bad. He's 26. Hey, look at his numbers. If we count that up, that's about 80 touchdowns. 80 touchdowns and about, what, 19 plus 18. 2, 3. All right, hold on. I can't do math. So 80 touchdowns, 37 picks. Okay. 80 to 37 touchdown interception ratio. Not the greatest, but not bad either. His passer rating overall in his 3 years as starter. Let's check that out too. And his pass rating overall has been a 90. You know, not too bad. And then completion percentage was, let's check that out too. Was a 59. You know, could use some work, but he's not bad. He's not bad. Doing better than a lot of QBs, I'd say. So maybe we just change up the scheme because, I don't know, 80 touchdowns, 37 picks. Not too bad, though, I'd say. But we're going to leave it off at that, ladies and gents. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other videos you want to see on the channel. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.